service.
Thanks, Emma.
I love that it's Emma exclamation mark.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Okay, here I am. Hi, Jared.
Mhm.
Sorry about all that.
Black History Month.
Right.
Correct. Yes, we do. It is, as is everything we are saying.
I am not seeing. I've got just upcoming. Go back to Cat.
Sharon.
Here. Maggie, you're in?
Yeah.
How
And I'm
comfortable do
seeing,
you feel singing
so I'm
acapella?
seeing it live, and I see like Central is on
do it.
Facebook, all that good stuff. Yes, I do.
I got it. Yep, I got it.
And I also keep hearing a delay of what we're saying in this Zoom room
Oh,
on the
that's
live
fun.
stream.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Hmm.
Yep. So I'm seeing all the announcements. They're running on a loop, but I'm still hearing everything we're saying in this room. Correct.
Hmm.
Mhm. Everything you say is live. Okay. We'll get back. This is humorous, Mark. I hear myself come through there and everyone else who's talking. I don't hear you repeat on the live stream.
I don't either.
Yeah, that's odd. Also,
Weird.
there it is. There's me now coming through on the live stream. But I don't hear Mark at all on it. So like everything I'm saying, I then hear come through on the live stream. But when you're talking, I never hear that come through on the live stream. Okay, not a bad problem, because I know you probably don't want to be heard on the live stream, but
Yeah, Maggie, I'm getting the same thing, but I'm hearing you about 10 seconds after you say it.
yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. I do see Teresa.
What are you doing?
Oh,
And then
that'll
sort of
preach.
like a
That is definitely
like a-
preachable.
like a blue bar kind of
I see. her.
plate over next to her. Mm-hmm.
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 My name?
Because actually on the live stream, it kind of just shows the RS of Sivers, and then it's Binghamton District Central End is what we see.
Yeah, the last time I used it, I was at a DCOM meeting and we had to identify ourselves.
Yeah, makes total sense.
I didn't
You
even
want-
know you could turn that off.
Oh yeah. And you can make it say whatever you want.
Ooh, the power.
How do you turn it
Mhm.
off?
Oh, so you're going to go up to the three dots next to your name
Mhm.
and rename, and you can just make it.
It wouldn't.
What I have done is literally a period and then just hit change.
There you go.
Okay. So the name is off. Oh, yep. And she's got her little tag. Looks nice. Pastor Teresa.
Yep, just did. It should be
Oh.
elder, the elder pastor.
As opposed to Pastor Prime.
As opposed to
Oh, there's
senior
another one,
pastor.
Pastor Prime. I like that one. It's like, Transformers.
Right.
Optimus Prime. Do you see Paul?
Yep, I see Paul. See his name. Yep.
Not yet.
I do.
Are you watching the live stream?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I have noticed
Oh,
this.
there
That
we
the
go.
live,
Yeah.
the live stream is like much faster on my laptop for some reason.
Nope, I just literally just got it 2 seconds ago.
Yep, there you are.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Isn't that interesting?
Okay.
And Mark, I don't think it looks bad, but I am just asking the question if there's a reason. So, like when I'm looking at Paul, it's like the live stream, his head is right there, and then there's still the space over on the one side, and then there's that slate. Is there a reason we don't just like center their image? Oh. Oh no.
Is that good or bad, Carl?
Oh, hi, Carl.
Sorry, say it again.
There you
You're
are.
on the live stream, Carl.
I am.
You or
Yep,
me.
there we go.
I can see myself on the live stream. No, it's cropping the, for me, I think it's cropping the image because when you put me back on, I'm also cropped with that gray background or that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. We're here.
Okay.
It is.
Oh, yep. And now Jaron is like centered. He looks great.
Am I still?
Oh, and now he's drifting to the side.
So right now I'm putting myself on what I see as the right side of my video.
Okay.
So am I now in the center on the live stream?
No, he had adjusted it. So you were in the center. So, yep, if you go back to the center, you are in the center on the live stream.
Perfect. You did it.
Yep. Sure. Mm-hmm. I was curious about that too. Ooh, Tyler's cooking and it's starting to smell really good.
We had homemade turkey sausage today, just
He-
FYI.
He's making homemade meatballs to go with like this very spicy arrabbiata sauce, and I'm very excited.
That sounds great.
Yes, sir. This is why we practice. Okay.
I think if you can have one person at a time on the screen, it's going to be more meaningful for the congregation as they're worshiping, less distracting to have the whole Hollywood Squares.
And it'll be
Mhm.
easier
Brady
to
Bunch.
track than trying to figure out who's talking at whatever time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want me like as share my screen, correct? Okay.
I'll say when I see it.
Whoop. And a very tiny piece of it. Because right,
No.
I'm sharing my screen, so it's catching like just the little block where Jaren's face was.
Yeah, on my screen, I'm only seeing a little bit of one hand.
Oh, okay.
What happens if you put it on speaker view, sort of speaker side by side view? So you're seeing and then you can play with your arrows to make the speaker small.
So
Mm-hmm.
oh, probably because yeah, when I do the share screen, it does the big.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So that did not help. Mm-hmm. So I just canceled that share. If you pull up the PowerPoint, Mark, like just pull it up, can I then, so like if you start sharing, I can request remote access. So I could be progressing it. Because I don't know if that remote access would be to your entire desktop, which I don't want, or if you can make it where I'm only accessing the share screen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do you want, okay, so like I can share like the PowerPoint screen. I can share just the actual slideshow, which would be this.
I'm not seeing anything.
No, it's just black.
Oh, interesting.
There it
There
is.
it's
Now
up.
it's up.
Now
Now
it's
it's
Oh,
up.
got it.
Bless.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yes.
It's delayed, but yes, I am.
So yeah, let me just test that for you there, Carl. So moving to the next slide, we have for Black History Month, 𝘾𝙀𝙊𝙀𝙊𝘖 Barn.
Okay, that the 𝘾𝙀𝙊 slide just came up, but it's cropped severely.
But when it came over, did it came over when I said I was moving it?
No,
Okay.
there was a gap.
And my name is still on there. On my view.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure if that was just something I was seeing or. Okay.
Okay.
I do have to leave at this moment. I have a student,
Yep.
but I have faith we'll figure this out. Godspeed.
And Jaron and I have been talking via chat, so we've got his part all figured out.
Great. Yep. Sure. Mm-hmm.
No. No.
what if, so I can think of two ways that I can make it not be the entire screen. The first one would be to share my presenter view. So this will take a second for it to load. Okay.
Now Maggie's got I have most of the image. What I have is my name. Okay.
What if, let me try, I have one other idea. If I just share, basically, if I share the actual PowerPoint program,
Slide itself. Right.
does that make the size a little bit more manageable, I guess would be the question. Hmm. Yeah.
What I
Oh, right. Because yeah, when I share screen, it just moves him. It moves all of you, actually. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This would be if I just shared the program. If I launch the PowerPoint, it might be different. Okay, so let me stop. Launch. Okay, I've got it up and ready. Okay. So then to share, you want me to go to share application window and just share the actual slideshow? Okay. Oh, sorry, I haven't hit it yet. Do you want me to? Okay. So if I say to share the application window, this is what it does. Is that the same problem? Okay. 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 Stop.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Morning and welcome to worship this morning. Would you please join me in the call to worship?
Okay,
this
so do you want me
morning?
to hit share? I can get it shared very quickly. I just need to know when I'm actually doing it, and then I can
Oh, how
just
about-
progress the slides.
All right, so let's so Teresa does her introduction to worship.
Mhm.
And then I say, good morning, welcome to worship. Would you please join us in the call to worship and the opening prayer, which is inspired by Psalm 1. The words will be on the screen.
Okay, so you guys want me to just share when we're actually doing like the words that need to be shared?
Blessed are those who
I see. Yeah, it's very like cropped in and it still has
yes, all
Pastor
I-
Paul.
all I see
Yes.
is my name, the word worship as in call to worship, and then like blessed and holy one. That's all I see.
That's what I see too.
I just saw something in the settings. Give me just a second to see if I can make this work. There's an option when I go to share under advanced to share my PowerPoint as my background. So I think I could make it where it's just me. Like, so kind of like how you've made a box for the other folks, Mark, I think I can make it where I'm a box. Okay. I have to go into my Zoom settings. So give me just a second.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I'm
no, they had a
glad
whole
I didn't go to
class.
seminary.
I'm taking this class next semester.
Well, they do now have them on. Good.
Oh no, I'm that's a total lie. I wish they were. But
LLP all the way.
You say, we had to fight to be allowed to email our papers in because they wanted us to physically bring them in paper
then-
copy. And it was like,
that is so incredibly funny to me because right now I have professors that are saying like, oh, I know we have this whole separate system of Moodle, but we would really prefer you just emailed it to us. And I'm like, great. So glad we're paying for this software. Okay. So Zoom web portal.
Oh boy.
Okay. Meetings basic.
Things have changed.
Mhm.
one of my professors was the first person on the university to use PowerPoint to his teaching. That was
Wow.
ancient of days it was. And here we are. And the big deal was that he would we could go to him ahead of time and print out his slides, and then you can just take your notes all around the slides. It's
Yep.
perfect. Now you can do it on your computer. Now you look weird if you don't have your computer. Why don't you have your computer? How are you going to take notes?
Oh, oh, mhm.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna do a really quick tester of this. So Mark, I don't know, other people who do things in PowerPoint probably know this, but you can pretty easily just make it where all of the slides are pictures. So one thing I could do is take the PowerPoint, turn it into pictures. Let me just exit. But what if I made my background da 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 da?
You're saving this JPEGs?
And can you still advance them?
Well, that would be the thing. Basically, I would make my background, I would have all of the slides as images added in here. So like, let's say, we're going to be praying for San Francisco. As we do that, let's also remember the University of Notre Dame. And then here is this prayer. So like, if I have them all saved in my virtual backgrounds as options, I can then just click on them as we're going.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want me to do? Time it, Mark? All right. So right now I'm looking at Maggie's JPEG of call to worship, which is cropped. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Teresa. Yeah, and Teresa is cropped.
So how cropped were the words for the call to worship? Were they readable?
Those were fine.
Okay.
Although we saw the distracting part is we saw Maggie's name on the bottom.
Right.
Oh, I can get rid
Which
of
is-
that. Yeah,
No,
I
no,
just didn't
that's
think I was going to
that's
care.
easy to change now that I know how to do it.
Yeah, no, it's not yet.
You're just in
Teresa,
our face, Paul.
But
it just cropped her in tighter. Yes.
so she
And,
takes up
and
now
I
the
also
whole
have a window with part of the prayer. It's maybe that's me. Okay.
Okay. I am slowly adding them all.
Not yet.
Yes, it just came on.
Now
So
it came.
we need to then, as we're going through the service, time ourselves? Or is it just, it's going to be that lag and we don't need to worry about it? Okay.
You see, yeah, if I were only watching the live stream, I wouldn't know that there was a lag.
Okay. Great. I just wasn't sure if the voice and the images are okay. Like if I was reading something from one of the, or we're singing the hymn, that. Mhm. Okay.
No,
like we do.
but we never do that.
Okay. Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
You won't notice it, right?
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. In terms of lagging, well, yes and no. I mean, the voice sync has been fine since we put the new streamer in. Yeah, that's fine. What I'm finding is that when I'm watching the YouTube here, it something that's happening for Paul or Maggie is happening maybe a second or two before it happens for me. But that doesn't matter if I'm just watching the live stream. If that makes sense.
I don't know. I figured enough of you would have it that I didn't really need to look at it.
Same. Hmm.
Mhm.
Sure. Something to do this week. It's not February 15th. But we'll see. I may be coming to driving
You're
down
gonna
to
be spending the night in
spending the night
Endicott. Yeah.
down there, so I could be there.
So, Mark, you're recording on your end, correct? Okay. One of the things that I'm thinking is that if we, in fact, go live with this, we still may want to patch something together for Spectrum.
Mm.
And one of those two, either the OBS version or the Zoom session, if you were to upload to our shared drive, I could probably pull together an edited version for Spectrum. Okay. If you could send me a copy of that, I'd be curious as well. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. But if I can pull them off on my computer, then maybe we can get an edited version for Spectrum. might be abbreviated, and we might have to paste in some. True. That's true. Yeah, the
Mhm.
best is
Sounds good.
central.
The best of Central.
The highlight reel. It's just a lot of clicking, but no, it's really not hard.
If you're saving, I'm sorry. If you go within PowerPoint, if you do save as either a
Oh, no, no, no.
JPEG or
I have
PNG,
them all as, yeah, and I've done
You
that.
know
They're
that.
all, yeah, they're all images, but now I'm
Good.
having to add them one at a time
You have to do
as
each
Zoom
one separate.
backgrounds.
Right.
She's
Oh,
a good
gotcha.
chunk through now, though.
No, I could probably Google around and find a way to do it, but I was already halfway through. So, yeah, I'm on slide 42. So, yeah, it's probably something that if I went into my formal Zoom settings, I might be able to do something with it. But like I said, I'm already this far in. Part of the problem is that when it did save them as images, it didn't save them in order for reasons I do not understand.
Because we're just practicing tonight. I don't know if you need to put them all in right now. I don't know that the weather at the moment is going to call for a snow day this Sunday. There's
Oh,
a
okay.
potential, which is why I suddenly went, "Ooh, we need to do this just in case."
Mm,
That's fair. I'm going to stop then, having gotten as
Yes.
far as your book.
Yeah,
And if we
that's
do
right.
need it, then I will keep doing it.
As lovely as the pictures are, you do not need to have all of them in there.
Oh my goodness, the book is so beautiful. I'm so excited.
Yeah, this children's story.
Yes, I see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think you could even text him and say, now. You know? Yeah. Right.
He just plays whenever, right?
When the spirit moves.
The other thing
Yeah.
I want to suggest is that we keep the number. Well, I was going to suggest that we also keep it to a smaller number of leaders, that we don't try to bring in the scripture reader and we have like the pastor, the liturgist, our musicians.
Right. We only need
Yeah,
2 or 3 people to really
Exactly.
lead it. We don't need all the extra
Mhm.
switching back and forth.
because there's no way the scripture reader would have been able to practice and may not necessarily be savvy with technology. So just simply the liturgist reads the scripture or the pastor reads the scripture, whichever, we can decide that, on the spur of the moment,
Mhm.
Yeah, so we just keep it down to this nice, Jaron I'm gonna download some audio files for him of the karaoke style hymns that you can get for churches who don't have lovely organists and pianists. And so that way he can have them right on his laptop. He can practice them ahead of time, and then he plays with the sound through the PowerPoint, through the Zoom, and sings along.
Mhm.
And that way we've got music and we can hear him, and so we can do our hymns.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming through again in a lag, but so is the video from.
Hmm. With each other, yes.
Seem to be, yes. Yes.
Great. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll just flip my little. Mhm.
Right. And that keeps
Right.
it simple. There's not too many people you have to juggle.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned liturgist. If it happens to be a snow day and we need to cancel, I mean, I can do the readings. We don't need to have a liturgist do
Right.
it.
It can just be you
because-
and I. Yeah.
Right. It could just be
Yeah.
the two of us do it. We've got the experience with it. Not that Tom or
Yeah.
anyone else wouldn't have it, but they haven't gone through this yet. So
Or,
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing we could always do, like, if part of while we're doing this, like Paul's sick or something, is, I mean, I would mute myself most of the time, so I don't have to worry about like my coughs coming through, obviously, but I could always unmute really quickly and just read the scripture.
right.
Right. Exactly. Perfect.
Yep.
Right. If we needed that.
Yeah, I could if we need to.
Yeah. So I think we've got a good plan. I think that, and there's grace, lots of grace out there. The congregation.
We're not
members
gonna
do
need
that.
it. We're
Yeah.
hot. Yeah.
We got this.
We got this.
And if you get to the point where you have to pull the trigger and do this, everybody watching will understand.
Right.
Because it's going to be a horrible conditions outside and they don't want to go anywhere. So,
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Yes. We will, as soon as it goes forward, we will put the email push out. We'll put on all the social media accounts. And then we'll make sure it goes on the website, make sure it goes, yeah. Martina and I have already talked about that too.
I was gonna say we talked a little bit about that last night at council meeting.
Yeah. So Alicia would send out the email push and then Martina would put up the notices on all our social media accounts and the website.
Okay.
Okay.